What is up, guys? It's me, Lincoln, also known as Vinox, and today I'm with my boy Mitch yet again as we go through The Legend of Zelda, Twilight Princess. Temples rank from scariest to least scariest. Let's get into it. Actually, we're gonna start with the least scariest out first, because that's what we do every time. Twilight Princess, overall, tries to, be the next Ocarina of Time, and it kind of succeeds in that way when it comes to the scariness of the temples. This game easily has the most spooky temples than any other Zelda game. And that's probably because it has so many temples, and it's like the darkest game next to Majora's Mask. You might notice that there's a new category up on the top there. That's actually the Mitch category. Since this game's so spooky, I had to get another row above. The least scary thing here is a little frightening. This game's pretty scary, guys. It's the only Zelda that's rated T. That's gotta say something. Starting at the bottom, you got the Goron Mines. Now, this place isn't really scary. You're jumping over lava, so that's pretty scary. That's what you're doing in the other games. Frightens, the big boss enemy at the end. That guy's scary. That guy's like a doll, but if he did steroids. The reason why it's going down so low is because I can run away from him. I can't. It's not like the other big bosses that were underwater that I could swim away. I can run faster than I can swim. That's why it's going in a little frightening. It would probably be near A tier in the other games. The next one we got is Snow Peak, and this one probably the least scary in the game. I mean, you're helping little Yetis out, and they're nice, and they give you soup, and there's this one that's all cuddled up in this fiery, cozy room. You're going through a house. It's not like a dungeon, it's a house, so it feels lived in. It feels safe-ish. And also, it's cold. I'm used to the cold. How many times have I say that? It's a running joke in this series. I live in the Midwest. Joke explained. It's not really scary, but there's one thing. At the end, when you're fighting the boss, the little cute Yeti that was cozy and nuzzled up in their fireplace room turns evil and then tries to kill you in a jump scare. So, geez, yeah, that's pretty scary. So it's actually going above the Frightens one because it's subverted your expectations a little bit there. So next up, we're going with Lake Bed Temple. It's like the water temple, but it doesn't seem as comfy. This one seems more rustic and, I don't know, old and decrepit and more natural, a environment to it, which makes it seem less appealing in a way, if that makes any sense, as a place to swim in. Because I keep making the joke that I want to go swim in places, but this one's a little bit more creepy. The music gives off some chills. Something feels very off about the place. Plus, it's pretty confusing. Not as confusing as the other water temples. The reason why it's going in pretty scary is because of the boss at the end. That thing looks terrifying. And plus, I can't swim as fast as I can run, as I said earlier, so that's why it's going in pretty scary up here. Alright, next up is Forest Temple. This one is not too scary at first. You got little monkey companions that follow you around. The environment itself is kind of creepy, and there are some pretty giant spiders in there, which I hate spiders. Yeah, nothing's too bad. Plus, a big baboon helps you fight the boss at the end, so you don't feel too alone. The thing's scary. You got a big monkey helping you out, so it's not that bad, I guess. Next up, Temple Time. Only reason it's going here is because of the massive spider at the end. I hate spiders. Small spiders are fine, but even tarantulas freak me out. And those small spiders in Zelda are like tarantulas. So honestly, this guy's terrifying. And by that logic, the Forest Temple would be up higher because it has a massive spider in it. But this guy's a 50-foot spider, so it's pretty scary. The rest of the temple isn't really scary. It's actually kind of neat. It's probably my favorite temple in the game. It has a really neat gimmick statue. But that's not what I'm talking about here. I'm talking about the spookiness factor. And this temple doesn't really have it outside of the boss at the end, which is pretty scary. In my opinion. This is kind of creepy if I were to see it in real life. Ganon's Castle in Super Spooky. Because Ganon. I want to keep up the trend of putting Ganon in Super Spooky. Ganon is also scary here. He turns into a giant beast that wants to kill you. Sounds familiar. This game's kind of trying to be like Ocarina a little bit. But comparisons aside, this Ganon's also kind of scary. It still has the organ from Ocarina of Time coming back, of course. Yeah, he's pretty scary. Next up, we got City in the Sky. The reason it's scary is because of the long falls. You're literally in the sky. If you fall, you're gonna become hamburger meat when you hit the ground. And plus you fight a dragon at the end, which is pretty spooky if you ask me. And Ukus. Ukus are everywhere. There used to be one Uku per temple in the other temples, but they are everywhere here, and they just They just freak me out, man. They just look weird. Like, I would probably run away from it if I saw it in real life. They're nice. They help you out, but they just look freaky. Like, who designed this?
Come on, which one of you guys was it?
Who asked for this? But yeah, that's why it's going there. Ukus are creepy and long falls, I guess, if you're afraid of heights. We're going to the Mitch tier. The Mitch. Oh, jeez. Oh, I'm sorry, man. Whoops. This is above super spooky. This is above bone tingling. We are going with Palace of Twilight. Literally darkness incarnate. Twilight. You think dark. You think of the sun setting. This place is literally evil, like manifesting into a temple. You have like giant hands constantly following you the entire time. And granted, in Ocarina of Time they had that too, but these guys are just like constantly throughout the entire temple. And they screw with the puzzles. Man. And a lot of people don't like the temple. I thought it was fine. But yeah, these guys are pretty spooky. So they're going in Mitch tier for today. Mitch tier. This is serious. Lastly, but definitely not least, scariest temple in this game and probably the entire series.
Arbiter's Grounds.
This place is just unsettling. It's scarier than the Shadow Temple and the Bottom of the Well. Like, you think I would like it because it looks kind of like a pyramid and it's like Egyptian inspired, but no, this place is terrifying. All I have to do is show these images on screen, you'll get what I'm talking about. Like, this is like a nightmare. Like, jeez, oh my gosh, who like designed these things? They get, like, good job on them, but like, dang, this is scary. I'm glad they made this rated T, because like that could like scar children, dude. You're literally fighting a giant skull at the end. How can this not go in Mitch tier? If your bones were not tangled by the end of that boss fight, you are lying to yourself. And there it is. Twilight Princess Temples ranked from least scary to most scary. I hope you guys enjoyed. And I'll see you guys next time when I rank the scariness of Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword as I end off my Halloween series for this month. Hope you guys are having a very spooky Friday. See you guys next time.